Witnessing the downfall of the narcissist. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, you are witnessing the downfall of the narcissist. Yes, you're living through this. This is an energetic shift. It's a paradigm shift. It is a power shift. It is an awakening. It is the path that you never thought would be opened for you. You see, you witnessed so much toxicity when you were in that relationship. You never thought other people would go through the same kind of thing, but they did. I did. You did. Everyone in the community went through something with the narcissist. And now we are all seeing what happens when we go no contact. When we all collectively and independently and unifiedly go no contact, we are insulating and protecting ourselves. When we do that, the narcissist cannot approach us or attack us or steal things from us any longer. And when I do my part and you do your part and the other billions of people do their part, well, then the narcissist has to look elsewhere. That's what's happening all over this planet. There is an energetic shift. You know, you believed in the past, sorry for saying in the past, you were thinking that you could fix the relationship, you could fix the person, and you could be their white knight in shining armor. Well, that all goes by the wayside once you figured out what narcissism was. Once you got that first light bulb moment, then you saw things in a different way. You saw things in a different light. You saw things from a different perspective that you could never see before because you were being peppered with abuse, which is what the narcissist wants. The narcissist wants people to be occupied with their problems. The narcissist wants people to put out fires that the narcissist can't or won't do themselves. The narcissist wants to tap into other people's money, other people's attention, other people's energy, other people's relationships. This is why access must be denied to the narcissist. Now again, if you've done that, you know it's served you very well. If you haven't denied access to the narcissist yet, you need to ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Again, if you are still tethered or still connected with the narcissist, then you have to get ready to create, develop, and execute your exit plan. That is what we have all either done or we are working on right now. And many people think that an exit plan is going to be something that takes decades and that it takes an army of people to pull off. Well, that's not true. The exit plan is specifically contingent upon how much work you place in yourself, but also it depends on how many moving parts you have. Example, if you're married, you have 3 kids, well, there are 5 moving parts there, you, the 3 kids, and the narcissist. If you're single and the narcissist you're considering was a flatmate or a roommate, well, as soon as that lease is up, if not sooner, they're going to be out of your life. See what I mean? Everyone's circumstances are similar, yet unique to themselves, which is why it is not one size fits all. And that is why the healing path is not linear. It will take time. It will take a lot of time. However, in your time, you will heal when you utilize the tools that I provide for you and from all of the insightful comments from all over the world. But as I'm creating this video and you're consuming it, the narcissist is continuing to spiral downwards. And the narcissist is continuing to become unhinged, unglued. They don't know what to do any longer. They are like a rudderless ship in an ocean of toxicity looking for a beach or looking for an island to get a respite or to get a reprieve or a break. That break's not coming anytime soon. Truth of the matter is, the narcissist is in their own ocean of manipulation, and their little dinghy, which has all these holes in it, is not being patched up by you any longer. They have to patch up their own boat. And guess what? The narcissist isn't that good at patching up things, are they? No, they're not. So their boat eventually will sink. Now, again, this is a metaphor. I am referencing that what you're experiencing right now on your part of the healing path, on this part of your journey, is, I can assure you, a few things. 1, you're getting stronger. 2, you're becoming more and more awakened and aware, educated and empowered. Number 3, you are seeing more and more toxic behavior, but not from the person or people you are considering. I'm referring to people at the workplace, or people in traffic, or people at the coffee shop, or in the malls, or the food courts, etc. You're seeing more and more toxic behavior because of what I shared with you earlier. You see, the narcissist took it for granted that you would always be around. They took it for granted that they would always have access to you. They took it for granted that the endless flows of supply, grade A source of supply, the taps would be turned on forever. Well, that's not what's happening. What's happening is this energetic shift is taking place. And I'm a huge part of it, You are a huge part of it, whether you know it or not. That's why I implore you to do your part. Go no contact, block that person, remove them. Get them out of your life once and for all, and cut the 4 ties. You know what the 4 ties are by now. So having said those things, what you're witnessing is the day or the days you never thought would happen. No, it's not when the narcissist, the one you're considering, gets payback or retribution, or gets thrown away with the key, locked up with the key thrown away. No, it's when the word is getting spread more and more. Complete strangers, people you have never met and never will meet, now know a little bit of what you know. People that you will never communicate with, non-toxic people that is, they are now also watching videos, and they're understanding that, yeah, maybe before 2020, it was okay to sit around and watch silly videos about people watching grass grow or paint dry, etc. Well, that's a waste of time. When the internet first came out, yeah, it was all new. It was like, oh my gosh, people are doing this? I can't believe it. Well, now we're almost in 2027, and I've massively changed and grown and elevated, and I now see the path crystal clearly, and I've seen it crystal clearly for over 5 years. My hope is that you've joined me, and you've gone no contact, and you understand that your time is priceless. Your energy is invaluable, and everything about you must be protected, which is something you didn't do when you were with the narcissist. You didn't protect almost anything from the narcissist. Why? Because you were in a relationship that you thought was with another person who was committed and stable and healthy and was going to be transparent. You essentially were in a relationship with somebody who thought was similar to you. They weren't. They're not, and they never will be. They are an abuser. They're a manipulator. They're a grifter. They're a thief. They are a Ponzi artist scammer. This is what these people do. And the thing is the narcissist won't change. You now know that. They will only get worse. And they will only superglue a different mask on their face when they're communicating with a different audience. But having said those things, you are witnessing the demise of the narcissist. I am witnessing the demise of the narcissist. So again, I'll touch on this and I'll focus on 3 or 4 main points and I'll close the video. 1, yes, the narcissist is becoming older. They are becoming the aging narcissist. Again, for you people that are new to the community and new to the channel, you may say, well, who cares, Andrew? You're getting older. We all are. What's the big deal? Well, you're right. I am getting older. You are too. But I'm embracing my age. I'm embracing what I can do with my time left on this planet. I am paying it forward. I am cultivating, I am teaching, I am mentoring, I am growing. I am trying my best, and I do a very good job at it, to get you to understand that the narcissist should be nowhere near you. That's what I'm doing. What is the narcissist doing as they're aging? They're becoming more and more decrepit. They're becoming more and more miserable. They're becoming more and more toxic. And the mask doesn't stay super glued to the face like it used to, because there's too many wrinkles on the aging narcissist face to get a custom-made mask. They have to custom-made a mask essentially every other hour because of all the lines that are cracking their face and all those things. And no, I'm not making fun of human beings. I'm a human too, and I have lines and gray hairs, the whole thing. The thing is, I'm not a narcissist, and I'm proud of who I am, and I'm proud of what I've accomplished, and I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of who you are and what you've accomplished. The thing is, the narcissist isn't proud of you. They try to destroy you. They try to tear you up, chew you up, and spit you out, wash, rinse, repeat, which essentially is what a discard is. Having said those things, what you're witnessing also is the narcissist scrambling to find sources of supply. Those days when the water faucets or the faucets of supply were fully on and the supply was overflowing, well, those days are over, and they're not coming back. It's never going to happen. Again, I've shared it for years in videos. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. You can't unsee what you've seen, and you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Which means now we all have caught on to what narcissism is. Thank goodness. Now that we know what narcissism is, we all need to protect ourselves. And how do we protect ourselves? That's right, by cutting the ties to the narcissist. Who will feel that? The narcissist will feel it. After a few days, maybe weeks, maybe a month, you won't feel a thing, because you will be scratching your head that has a full head of hair, and you'll be saying, you know, I did everything I could for that person. I went above and beyond the call of duty. I was committed. I was in love. And I did everything, raising their kids, walking down the aisle, paying tuitions, paying for vacations, mortgages, and everything. But you know what? It would never be enough. So fair enough. These people are going to get what they deserve. You will say things like that to yourself. And you'll notice how I changed my tone of voice there. Because that's what happens when you go down the rabbit hole and realize that it didn't matter what you did with the narcissist. It would never be enough. They always knew that. You never knew it. Now you do know it, and they now are missing what you provided for them. Another thing that these people are starting to realize is that the grass isn't greener. Notice the background I selected and chose again. Yes, there's a little bit of pine needles back there, but there's greenage and there's foliage and there's everything in the season I'm in and you're in. But the grass isn't greener for said person. The grass will be abundantly greener for you when you kick them to the curb. Now, for those of you who have already beaten the narcissist, meaning gone no contact, blocked them, rebuilt, healed properly, and reached the mountaintop of indifference, I ask you to please drop some comments below and pay it forward to people who perhaps haven't gotten as far in the journey as you have. But it will happen, because what happens when you kick the narcissist to the curb is they can't replace you. You can replace them so easily, and I'll explain that to you right now. It is unfathomable how easily you can replace them. Now again, if your relationship ended recently, you may be thinking anything but what I'm going to share with you, but over time as you heal, you will see it my way, because that's the path. This is a law of the universe, it's a law of Mother Nature, a law of the world, and you can't change it. You could try to change it, but it will change you. So having said that, when you wrap your head around that the narcissist used you as a supply source, you were just one cog in the wheel of abuse, even though you thought you were the wheel, well, they are going to have to try to find another cog to do what you were doing. They won't find that person. They may claim they found that person. They may have been married for the 19th time. They may have acted like they did find their soulmate, the love of their life, or whatever the same old nonsense that they're spinning to whoever's listening to them these days, they're telling. But the truth of the matter is, they will always know that you are the one that got away. You see, that's a badge of honor. Now, why I say and emphasize you're the one that got away, it's not so the narcissist will say that. We don't care about these freaks. We don't care about these creatures. They shouldn't even cross your mind. I know it's hard, but they shouldn't cross your mind until you've healed. When you've healed, believe me, you won't think twice about them. But having said that, you need to understand that what these people do is they want to live in your mind rent-free. And what they want to do is have you believing that you can't live without them. It is the exact opposite. They can't live without a fuel source. I am not saying they can't live without you. Not saying that at all. I'm saying you can easily live without them. You just may not know it yet. If you've healed, you know what I'm talking about. You can and you will and you are living without them, and your life has never been better. If you're just cutting the ties, well, there's work to do. So anyway, you cut it. Wherever you are in the journey, you need to continue to be building. You need to continue to understand that, yes, you are witnessing the demise of the narcissist, but simultaneously, you're witnessing the building of your newfound life. That's why everything is zero sum with the narcissist. Everything is black or white. Everything is all or nothing. Everything's zero sum. So when you remove your energy from helping out the bottomless pit and it goes into you, the natural trajectory of what you do is it will improve your life and it won't help them out. That's why I've been creating videos for almost 6 years, shouting from the rooftops to let you know that you shouldn't be sending them money. You shouldn't be giving them the time of day. You shouldn't be answering their texts. You shouldn't be answering or reading their emails. You shouldn't be listening to their sob story and the latest disease that they claim they had or the latest surgery they have to have, when all it is faking because they're healthy. Jury's out on that one. They're anything but healthy, but you get my point. That was an example with medical concerns. But having said all these things, this is what the narcissist does. They see clear, pristine water. Picture, if you will, a stream, perfectly flowing stream, just like that. There's a couple rocks in there, some pebbles. You can see to the bottom of the stream. Let's say it's a foot deep. It's beautiful. It's bountiful. It's the most amazing water you've ever seen in your entire life. And yeah, that water does exist. It's all over the planet, actually. You may not know it, but it is. But that water, it's perfect. It's coming right down from where? You nailed it, from the mountaintop. That's where I am. That's where you are or you're going. But the water flows down from above. You're with me now? This is a science experiment wrapped up in a narcissistic video. Well, that water, it's perfect. It's untainted. It's untarnished. What does the narcissist do? They see that water and they say, I see where it came from. I see what it's capable of. I need to muddy those waters. So the narcissist jumps in with both legs, both feet, both hands and everything, and they stir up that whole clean stream. They muddy the waters, but they don't muddy it once. They muddy it today, tonight, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and the rest of time, as long as that person who is connected to the water still wants calmer waters. What the person needs to get, and it took me a while to figure this out, But you don't want the narcissist to be able to muddy your waters. They shouldn't know where your waters are. They shouldn't have access to your water. They should be in a low vibrational state where the muddier waters actually naturally are. That's where the narcissist exists and thrives. They should not be able to disrupt you, your water, your energy, your peace, your mind, your time, your money, your relationships, your health. They shouldn't be able to do anything. And one way to help prevent them from having access to you, you got it. Go no contact. If not now, when? But understand something. You will be witnessing the demise of the narcissist for quite a long period of time. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is go no contact, get off the radar of that person, and of all the toxic people that you haven't even experienced or met yet, and most of them you never will meet. Example, and then I'm closing the video. You're on a bus. You're in the middle of the bus, and you're sitting in an aisle seat for whatever reason. You couldn't get a window seat. Somebody's breathing on you. Someone else is coughing on you. Someone's bumping their butt into you. Someone's pulling the next pull, the next get off at this station thing, even though they're not getting off at the station. People are sneezing. It's confusion and chaos. Well, you could be on that bus, or you could take the walk home on your own path where no one's disrupting your energy. No one's muddying the waters. No one's sneezing on you. No one's trying to take your space. You see, that bus is just a little too crowded now, isn't it? Yes, it is. And so is your experience on this planet in reference to toxicity. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's why you need to get away from it as far as you can, as fast as you can. Because the people that are next to these toxic people, they will be trapped and stuck until they get the wisdom. And even then, not only do they not have to get the wisdom, but they have to be strong enough to go no contact. And they have a long road in front of them, just like I did, just like you did. But this message, this video is for you, the person who cracked the code and figured it out. You need to understand you will be witnessing the demise of the narcissist for quite a long period of time. Your job is to not feed it, not give it energy, not want it to happen. I know it's a tough one for many people, but you shouldn't wish ill will upon other people. I don't, I never have, and I won't start now. But you need to understand this. The narcissist made their bed. It's time to lie in it. And they will be lying in that bed, and it won't be with you. It's going to be with them and their 3 smartphones that have no battery, and they'll be looking up at the ceiling fan that only has 2 blades of the 6 that are normally spinning around, and they'll be watching the lights flicker on and off, and they'll be looking at the spaghetti stained t-shirt, the Xbox is broken, the door's falling off the hinge, it's raining, there's cracks in the roof, there's crumbs everywhere, and guess what? #time's up. You are witnessing the demise, the inevitable downfall, and the destiny of the narcissist. Don't revel in their demise. Stay away from them and toxicity. A higher power is taking care of them. And that is all I will say for this video. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you all. A couple things. 1, I bounced around a lot in that video. Number 2, you are witnessing things that you never thought you would see out in the public. You are. Remember, when you were with the narcissist, most of this toxicity and abuse had happened in moving cars, on vacations, or in the 4 walls of your house. So very few people saw what you saw. But now, because you're not around the narcissist any longer, they can't contain themselves. They can't regulate themselves. That's why they are becoming unhinged and unglued at the drop of a hat, because they don't know what to do. And that's their problem, not yours. You did the best you could to help them. They mocked you, they laughed at you, they sneered at you, they jeered at you, they smirked at you, and they said, yep, you have no idea who I am, do you? Well, you know who they are now, and that's why you've closed the chapter of the book on the narcissist once and for all. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.